I've been getting so many requests lately for Silhouette Cameo tutorial videos to continue, so I thought I would continue and go ahead and just start recording when I am working within my design software. So today what I'm going to be working on is adding these bows onto a page. Now my last video you saw the cameras. Well, I'm going to do the same effect except this time with the bows. So if it wasn't quite clear in that last video, maybe this next video will help you. It'll be the same process. So we're going to first start with an 8.5 by 11. You can go over here to open the Page Tools window, select letter size 8.5 by 11, click on Show Registration Marks. That way you don't put your elements in the areas where those registration marks need to be. So today I'm going to focus on doing the bows. These are a good size. They're just a little under 2 inches, so that's a perfect size for those Project Life cards. So they make a nice little accent, and most of these bows seem to be about the same size as each other, just different colors. Okay, so that seems like it's everything that kind of has the bows motif. Now I kept this one separate down here for a reason. Let's see what happens when we use the trace feature this time. We'll go up here to open the trace window, select the trace area, and I'm going to highlight the entire page, and I'll turn the high pass filter off and turn the threshold all the way up. Seems like this collection is doing such a great job. Many times if you have lighter areas within an element like this one here where it has all of these beige stripes, the trace feature has tended to wanted to go in and match every single one of those lines. But it seems to be doing a great job on this one. If I click Trace Outer Edge, you'll see now I have a perfect cut line on the outer edge of all of these bows. So that's exactly what I was looking for. It turned out really good. So I'm really happy with the way the trace feature has been working for this particular collection. Now, like I said before, most of these bows over here are about the same size. So I thought maybe I would take a few of these and resize them so that I have a little bit more variety. So I'll go ahead and hit copy and hit paste. But you'll see it kind of grabs a little bit of everything because this element right here was created all at once. So I'm going to hit Release Compound Path, and that makes it so that all of these can be deleted out individually. But I thought I would show you something just a little bit different on this particular sheet. So say you have bows in these colors right here, but maybe you want to add some more variety with the papers that you have. Well, if you remember, back here in my patterns, I have all of the Maggie Holmes papers in my patterns. And I thought it would be fun to maybe have a bow with maybe some script or this dreamy blue paper, or even the wood grain might be neat, and these music notes over here. So we can do that. Now that we have these as individual elements, we can do whatever we want with these bows. We'll go over to here, and up here open the fill pattern window, and then I'll scroll down and I'll find that paper collection. Here it is, CP Maggie Holmes. So I have this one bow selected right here. So let's say we want to go with, how about the blue polka dots? And there it is. So now we have an element that is the same bow, but now it has a different pattern in it than the one that was up here. Now it's not going to have the intricate detail of the little knot that's drawn in the center and all of that, but that's okay because now it will allow me to add maybe a piece of ribbon or a colored staple or something there to add a little bit more flair to that specific piece. So let's do another one. I really like the music notes, and I do like the shape of this bow right here. So I'm going to move that onto my sheet, and again I'll go over here to the fill pattern, and I'll scroll down to the Maggie Holmes, and let's find those music notes. Here they are. Double click, and there it is. Now we can zoom in and see how that looks. Well, in that pattern, those music notes look pretty tiny to me. I'd like a little bit more of a bolder look, so we can change that. Go ahead and click again on Open the Fill Pattern window, and here we can scale our pattern up. And now we can really see those music notes better within that bow. With that, you can also pan within the, let's see here, within the element. Here we go. Within the element, you can pan around and move that paper to be exactly where you want it. So say the notes weren't showing up exactly how you prefer them. For example, I like more of these treble clef notes to show up. So I just panned around a little bit within it, and I moved the paper where I wanted to. So that's another nice feature within the fill pattern. So now I have another bow that has the really nice little notes in them. So say I want to fill maybe some of these little bows. Let's see if one fits right here. It sure does. So let's select that bow, and again go to the fill pattern, scroll down, and let's see, maybe we can try one with all the little cameras in it. No, maybe not that one. How about this gray pattern? It's a gray chevron. Okay, so again we'll zoom in, and that gray chevron is pretty intricate and pretty tight. So again, I can go to the fill pattern window and scale this pattern to be larger so it really shows up better within that element. So there we go. So I like that one. And then let's see, let's take one of these bows. This is the one that I want to go ahead and put one of the camera photo in that one. So we'll go back here, again fill pattern, and let's try this one with the little cameras. that one's really cute. So now that has the cameras in it, but again, those are pretty small, so we'll go to the Fill Pattern window, Scale Pattern, just make it a little bit bigger so we can see what those shapes actually look like. Alright, so that's the size I like for that one. Now say you see these solid color bows up here. We have a blue, we have a gray, we have this yellow. But say that there's a color in here that you don't have in a bow yet. So say for example, oh, I don't know, most of these colors are in here. Well, let's just, for kicks, let's make another hot pink one like this. Another thing you can do is you can click the Fill Color, and I'll just click on this little eyedropper over here, and find the color that you want your bow to be. So we seem to have a lot of blue. Say you want this, maybe this darker yellow right here. The yellow that's right in the middle of the polka dot. Click on that, and automatically it fills in the color to match what the paper properties have. So now you have another yellow bow that perfectly matches it, and it's completely solid. So now again, I can add some washi tape to it, or I can add a staple or ribbon to it, and it'll add it with some more character. But honestly, for this one, I think I just want to continue with the fill pattern. I want to use a wood grain in that particular bow. And so there's that one. And that pattern is pretty small again. So we're going to go ahead and enlarge it a little bit. There we go. And I think I might be able to fit one or two more bows in here. There we go. So the rest of these extras I'm just going to delete out. And let's see what we can fill the rest of these with. That one came out perfect just the way it is. Oh, that came out cute. That one has the doilies in it. And maybe debating the clouds or the blue doilies. Let's try the clouds. I think blue doilies will look better. Those are kind of faint, aren't they? Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing with the bows page that I had done previously with my cameras page. I'm going to do File, Save to Library. These I'm going to name bows. This is a print and cut. So now, my own designs, it has the bows for Maggie Holmes. So I'm going to drag those down to my Maggie Holmes folder. When I click on that folder, right here you'll see now I have my bows all in one file. So those I can easily work with and drag and drop them into any file with the cut lines already made around them. So that's it for this particular tutorial. I hope that gave you a few more tips on how to use your fill pattern feature within your Silhouette Studio Designer. Thanks for watching.